What's up, guys? Real estate broker Mike here again with Cashback Realty, and today I'm going to incorporate a new segment into my channel. I'm going to call it Real Estate Real Life. And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is because a lot of my clients and even some of you guys have asked me to talk about topics related to real life, and it makes sense, right? Because as a real estate broker, I encounter different transactions. I deal with different people in various stages of their lives, different circumstances. I mean, everything from the new college student, getting their first apartment to, someone going through a divorce and needing to sell their home, to an older couple, losing a spouse. You name it in life, real estate applies to it. So I'm going to cover some different topics that relate to real life and real estate.
Okay, boy, I'm beating my best, I know. Feeling the part, living my life, dancing, let's make some noise.
Men versus women. Who's winning in real estate?
I need to know.
If you look around the internet lately, you're seeing a lot of rifts between the genders, right? You're seeing, stuff happening in the manosphere where, guys are talking about, the type of women that they're dating and, just life in general and, trying to find someone that they can settle down with and, buy a house with and live a life with. And same thing on the female side, right? Like there's this rift that's happening. So today, what I want to talk about from a real estate perspective is who's winning. When it comes to real estate and home ownership, who's winning? So before I even get deep into this video, I want to give a quick disclaimer. There are quite a few underlying factors that influence the data that I'm presenting here today, right? Not the least of which is the fact that women still only earn 82 cents for every dollar a man earns. But we're not going to get into a deep dive of all the analytics and all the contributing factors that led to these results. That's outside the scope of this video. I'm just going to give you the data, what it says, and who is winning. Next, let's talk about home ownership. Who's buying more homes, men or women? Data from the Census Bureau shows that in the top 50 metropolitan areas in America, women own 5.2 million homes, followed by men who own about 3.6 million homes. And what I thought was an interesting side note in this stat is the fact that the largest gap between men and women when it comes to home ownership exists in Boston. Boston is the city where the gap is the largest between men and women, with a 5.86% gap between home ownership. That's huge, right? With Miami following in a close second, I think it's like 5.7, somewhere around there. And then number 3 is New York. So the check mark goes to the ladies here.
No, God!
So let's move on to credit. Who has better credit, men or women? And this one's a slight edge to the men, because in recent years, women have actually caught up. Men were leading this for the past decade or so, but now women have caught up, with men having an average of a 705 credit score and women right there with the men at 704 credit score. So that's a virtual tie, a slight edge to the men because it's a little bit higher, 1 point higher average credit score at 705 versus 704. And men tend to have a slightly higher credit limit with credit cards and loans, etc. So slight edge there to the men.
You've had your fun, now you better stop or else.
Okay, so the next factor we're going to talk about is income. And this is unfortunately not a good stat for women, because women still only make about 82 cents for every dollar that a man makes, right? Which makes their accomplishments of being the winners of the home ownership race in America even more remarkable, right? But unfortunately, women earning less than men is an existential part of the workforce, right? I don't agree with it. I think people should be paid based on what they can do, based on their value, based on their skill, their ability to produce. And that's just not the case today. But when it comes to income, men are still earning more than women. And last but not least, savings, right? this is a critical factor when it comes to buying a home, right? How much money do you have in the bank? As the old saying goes, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. And who do you guys think win in this one? According to a study by the FDIC, men outsave women by almost double. And that's with regular savings and retirement savings, right? Studies have shown that men outpace women, making them the winner in who saves more. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section, guys. If you want to raise your real estate IQ, check out one of my other videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.